Welcome to Campfyre. This is an early beta designed for early adopters like you. Campfyre is designed to bring your entire RV experience together in one place. From planning trips, to connecting with other travelers, to keeping everything organized. And today, you can already do quite a bit, from planning your next trip to discovering campgrounds and events, to getting the most out of rallies and staying connected along the way. Let me show you how it works. We'll start with trip planning. You can create and organize RV trips, add stops, and start building out your journey. As you can see, there's a nice clean interface where you can view each of the stops along your trip that you have already planned, including any of the activities that you've already set up for this particular trip. You'll also notice you can have a mix of campgrounds, boondocking sites, RV parks, and other types of stops along the way. In addition to the timeline view, we have a map view that you can choose, which will show the route of your trip on a map. You can click on a stop to take you right into the stop details in your trip plan. Now, to help you plan your trips, we have the stay area where you can discover campgrounds based on the areas that you might be traveling. So, for example, I can view the name of the campground, its location. You can see hookups that it may have, in this case 50 and 30 amp both. We've got Wi-Fi, it's pet friendly. If I want, I can click to add this to my trip. It's going to bring up the details for that particular campground so I can view it, and then I'll just click on add to trip, and then I can choose which of the trips that I have that I want to add it to. Now we also have a calendar view which will allow us to see all of our trips at a glance and see what's going on with our trips. So in this case I have 4 different trips that are set up. I can pick and choose which of the trips I'd like to see. Down here in the calendar you can see it shows me when I have travel days here in the gray color. It'll show me any holidays that might be there. Activities that I've set, like this comedy show that Eric and I went to, this is available. And then also maintenance items like this tire pressure check, letting you know that this maintenance item is due. We'll take a look at those next. Vault is where we store any important documents for our RV, such as RV registration, our insurance, and so on. We also have a maintenance area in the vault. Now this is where you can view any of the tasks that you've set up for maintenance for your vehicle. You can log when you perform a maintenance task. You can view a list of scheduled tasks. So in this case we've got a couple of items here that are coming up. One of them is due here in just a few days. If I wanted, I could just click on the menu option and then mark it complete, or I can edit it if I wanted to, change the date or anything like that. In addition, we have a number of standard tasks that are built into Campfyre to make setting this up very easy for you. So you can easily select any or all of these tasks that you would like to add to your schedule. And then you can modify how often you perform those tasks. We have some recommendations here, but all of that is certainly up to you to be able to configure the way you'd like it. Next up is the rally. Rallies are very important in Campfyre. This is a great way for you to be able to hook up with other campers and be able to spend some time making new friends and exploring together. So we'll take a look at this sample rally that I've got set up here. We do have the option to add the rally to a trip. So if this is a rally that you've already joined, you can easily add it to your trip. We'll check to see if you're already staying at that campground and match it up. If not, then we'll just add it as a new stop. Rally attendees have a menu that looks like this before the rally begins, so they kind of have kind of a welcome screen so they know what to expect. Here it lets them know you're registered for the rally and it starts in 96 days, so the countdown is on. They can see the start date and the location for the rally, and then we have a number of options up here that they can view as well. We'll start with the calendar and schedule. This allows each user to be able to set up their own schedule of events and calendar based on the things that they are interested in. So we start out on the My Schedule view. You can see we've got a few things that have been added already. We also can go into events to see the list of all of the events for the particular rally. And you can notice here that it'll show you if you're going to certain events. You can modify your RSVP or remove it. If you haven't RSVP'd to an item, you can click on the green RSVP buttons to add it to your schedule. Potlucks are also something that are available in Campfyre. If the rally coordinator has set one up, you can go in and choose whether or not you'll be attending, how many of you will be attending, what you're going to bring, and so on. And then there's a rally calendar view that you can view. That'll show either the all events view or your specific calendar view. On the all events view, you can just click around from one date to the other, and you'll notice that the items on the calendar are changing based on the date that you select on the calendar. Again, this makes it very easy as a rally attendee to know what's going on each and every day of the rally to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the fun. There's also a section here for maps and sites where you can configure campgrounds map and be able to pinpoint your location on the map and share that out with other users. We have a community section here where you can go into the feed for the rally and post messages back and forth. There's also a chat messaging feature that you can use. People will show you which other users are attending that specific rally. The Buddies tab will allow you to be able to make new friends or identify your friends that are attending the rally. And then tips allow you to be able to share tips with each other based on the rally. So lots of great information there for the rally in the community section. Now the last area I wanted to cover for the rally is the vendors area. Vendors are so important to rallies. They really are, in addition to the folks who put on the rally itself, the sponsors and vendors are the ones that truly help to make it happen with their very generous donations and time that they provide. So here we have a number of options that you can see here. As an attendee, you can browse the list of vendors. Rallies might have featured vendors like you see here. There could be sponsors like a rally sponsor, a silver sponsor, gold sponsor, what have you. You can also see the rating that may be set up for a particular vendor. So in this case, Campfyre has a 3.8 average rating across the board. You can also add attachments like menus or materials depending on what type of business you might have, and those can show up on your vendor card as well. When you click into one of the cards, then you can see more details about that particular vendor, any of the products that they may have available, and then any reviews that have been created for that particular vendor as well. A couple other items here. You can set up some notifications, and then at the end of your rally, we would like you to share your rally experience with the feedback section. Connect is where you can make new friends, communicate with your existing friends, and keep track of everyone along the way. So here you can see I've got a number of friends that I've set up. I can share my location, or I can choose not to share the location with them just by clicking on this little toggle. I can click on the eyeball here if I want to view their profile. If I want to start a chat with them, I can simply click on the chat menu or the chat button. If I no longer want to be friends with this person, I can click on the trash can to remove them from my friends list. If I go into messages, you can see some of the messages that you sent back and forth. You can actually click into the message to see it and then type a new message. Works just like any other messaging app that you would expect. Rallies will show you any rallies that are in your area based on your current location. So in this case, it's found the test rally that we created earlier. Oops, I skipped this one earlier. Groups. This is an area that allows you to be able to set up or join groups and communities within the Campfyre platform. These groups can be based on all sorts of things. You could set up a group based on a type of rig that you have. Maybe you're Brinkley, maybe you're a foodie and you want to talk to other people there. Perhaps you want to talk to people just in general, so maybe chatting around the campfire. So these are the groups that I've joined. There may be some others over here in Discover, so you can join those groups if you like by clicking on the Join button. Now, we also have circles. So circles are going to be similar to groups, except they are for smaller groups of typically your more close friends. Friends that you want to share your location with, maybe share trip details with. Perhaps you're going to share an actual trip and meet up along the way. So that's where you would do that in these circles. The map area is an area that we're still building out, but this would allow you to be able to select your trips or your friends' trips, kind of view them on top of each other and see when you might be close to each other. And then pending is your pending friend requests. If you have any incoming or outgoing friend requests, those would show up here. The last section is Beacon. This is an area that we haven't really fully developed, but just so that you can kind of get an idea of what it is. This will let you be able to view alerts sent by the system. Maybe it's a weather alert or a road closure, some kind of hazard, traffic, campground issues, whatever the case may be. Any type of alerts that we can identify that may impact you and your trip, we'll send those to you through Campfyre. Again, this is a feature that's not yet built out, but just wanted to put it in there so you could kind of see what's coming and what we are working on. Next up, we have a notification system, so you can see any of the notifications that have been sent to you. There's an all and an unread, so you can view those. And then up here we have our profile menu, so you can see your display name, your email address, your profile and rig details are available here, so you can view your details, add your rigs, interests. There's a dashboard that we're still working on, but basically trying to gamify the system, so the more you add reviews and tips and answer questions and things like that, you'll get more points through the system. And then also you can set some settings for your travel preferences that we would then use as we are calculating trips and those types of things. So that's the Campfyre beta at a very high level. Certainly I didn't go through everything, and I would encourage you to explore the solution. There's a lot that's already built out. There's so much more that we have planned, but it's something that we are working with the RV community on. It's not something that we're trying to do on our own. So with that in mind, I would encourage you to use the beta version, but also use this send feedback button down in the lower right-hand corner. This allows you to submit bug reports, enhancement suggestions, or just general feedback to the team, letting us know what you like, what you don't like, or how we can make it better. Any feedback you can provide at this time is going to be very, very useful for us, and it will definitely help shape the direction of the project and where we take it in the future. So thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it. I hope you will enjoy exploring the Campfyre application, this beta version that we've worked so hard on, and give us some feedback on it and let us know what you think. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.